All right. What's going on, y'all? Spirit Light Body, man. I'm Ford. Okay, saying we live. That's what it is. All right. So today I'm gonna just be reading about the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Right. Just read a little bit out of it. Just got on my yoga tip. Feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Early morning bird singing, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, everybody turned up. I'm like, yo, so I am to wholeness and balance vibrations, y'all. So right here it says, after yoga asanu sanam. May or may not have said that right. So after mean now, yoga, of course, yoga, or it says of yoga, says anusasanam, exposition or instruction. So it says now the exposition of yoga is being made. It says anusasanam means exposition or instruction because it is not mere philosophy that Patanjali is about to expound, but rather direct instruction on how to practice yoga. Mere philosophy will not satisfy us. We cannot reach the goal by mere words alone. Without practice, nothing can be achieved. That makes sense, right? So there's like three portions in this, and this is the first one. That's the portion on contemplation. So let's keep going. That was the first one. Let's read the second one. Yogas, Sita, Vritti, Nirodha. Yogas, meaning yoga. Sita, of the mind stuff. Vritti, modifications. Nirodha means restraint. So it says the restraint of the modifications of the mind stuff is yoga. Like, so it's basically saying like, hey, having the ability to control your mind and restrain from, hey, nah, we ain't gonna smoke no whatever today, no cigarettes or no bud, or we ain't gonna drink no, just having that ability to do so. So it says that is this sutra, in this sutra, Patanjali gives the goal of yoga. For a keen student, this one sutra will be enough because the rest of them only explain this one. If the restraint of the mental modifications is achieved, one has reached the goal of yoga. So let's read that again. It says, if the restraint of the mental modifications is achieved, one has reached the goal of yoga. The entire science of yoga is based on this. Patanjali has given the definition of yoga and at the same time, the practice. If you can control the rising of the mind into ripples, you will experience yoga. It says, now we will discuss the meaning of each word of the sutra. Normally, the word yoga is translated as union, but for a union, there should be two things to unite. In this case, what is to unite with what? So here we take yoga to mean the yogic experience. The extraordinary experience gained by controlling the modifications of the mind itself is called yoga. Sitam is the sum total of mind. To have a full picture of what Patanjali means by mind, you should know that within the Sitam are different levels. The basic mind is called ahamkara, or the ego, the I feeling. This gives rise to the intellect or discriminative faculty, which is called buddhi. Another stage is called manas, the desiring part of the mind, which gets attracted to outside things through the senses. For example, say you are quietly sitting enjoying the solitude when a nice smell comes from the kitchen. The moment the manas records, I'm getting a fine smell from somewhere, the buddhi discriminates. What is that smell? I think it's cheese. How nice? What kind? Swiss. Yes, it's Swiss cheese. Then once the buddhi decides, yes, the buddhi, it's a nice piece of cheese you would enjoy in Switzerland last year, the Amkara says, oh, it is so, then I should have some now. These three things happen at one time, but so quickly that we seldom distinguish between them. So it says these modifications give rise to the effort to get the cheese. The want was created, and unless you fulfill it by peeping into the kitchen and eating the cheese, your mind won't go back to its original peaceful condition. The want is created, then the effort is to fulfill the want, and once you fulfill it, you are back on your original peaceful position. So normally you are in the peaceful state. That is the natural condition of the mind. But these Sita Vritris, or the modifications of the mind stuff, disturb that peace. So it goes on to say, all the differences in the outside world are the outcome of your mental modifications. For example, imagine you have not seen your father since birth and he returns when you're 10 years old. It says he knocks at your door, opening it, you see a strange face. You run to your mama saying, "Mama, there's a stranger at the door." Your mom comes to see her long lost husband. With all joy, she receives him and introduces him as your father. You say, "Oh, my daddy." A few minutes before, he was a stranger. Now he has become your dad. Did he change into your dad? No, he's the same person. You created the idea of a stranger, then it changed to daddy. That's all. The entire outside world is based on your thoughts and mental attitude. The entire world is your own projection. Your values may change within a fraction of a second. Today, you may not even want to see the person who was your sweet honey yesterday. If we remember that, we won't put so much stress on outward things. This is why yoga does not bother much about changing the outside world. There is a Sanskrit saying, Mana eva manu shayanam karanam banda moksha yoho. As the mind, so the man. Bondage or liberation are in your own mind. If you feel bound, you are bound. If you feel liberated, you are liberated. Things outside neither bind nor liberate you. Only your attitude towards them does that. This is why whenever I speak to prison inmates, I say, you all feel you are in prison and anxiously wait to get outside these walls. But look at the guards. Are they not like you? They are also within the same walls. Even though they are let out at night, every morning you see them back here. They love to come. You would love to get out. The enclosure is the same. To them, it is not a prison. To you, it is. Why? There is any change in the wall? Is there any change in the walls? No. You feel it is a prison. They feel that it is a place to work and earn. It is the mental attitude. If instead of imprisonment, you think of this place as your reformation, whereas an opportunity has been given to you to change your attitude in life, to reform and purify yourself, you would love to be here until you feel purified. Even if they say your time is over, you can go. You may say, I am not still purified, sir. I want to be here for some more time. Imagine that. Says, in fact, many prisoners continue to lead a yogic life even after they left prison, and they were even thankful for their prison life. That means they took it the right way, or took it in the right way, it says. So if you have control over the thought forms and change them as you want, you are not bound by the outside world. There's nothing wrong with the world. You can make it heaven or hell according to your approach. That is why the entire yoga is based on Sita, Vritti, Naroda. If you control your mind, you have control everything. Then there is nothing in this world to bind you. I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. That was 2 Yoga Sutras from Patanjali. This translation and commentaries by Sri Swami Satchitananda. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That, like, having control over your mind, you see what I'm saying, is huge. And I know that it's changed my life for the balance. You see what I'm saying? Like, just being able to alter your perception. But see, I was doing that as a child. Like, me and my brother, like, we was growing up, like, we could curse around mom and dad because we came up with a code. Like, yo, like, okay, so say, you know, kiss my ass, right? Now, I don't want to be so vulgar, but just say we were trying to say kiss my ass. Say, tis tie tas. See what I'm saying? We just, every single word, we just replaced it with one letter across the entire sentence. And see, we knew what we were saying, but they could never figure it out. So I've been going outside of that little construct of this little matrix ways, the false matrices ways, my entire life. So, I mean, like I said, a lot of that stuff they showed as a child, like the street sharks, the jeans slamming where they're altering the jeans, and the guy had the hook and he had the one eye for the pat. Man, I never forgot that symbolism, the Saturnalians. I never forgot all that. You see what I'm saying? Even when I was playing the games and they showed you the magic, the Dragon Ball Z, all that stuff. The Saiyan fights and he gets damaged, and then when he recovers, he gets stronger. Man, that's you. All that stuff is all us. And who and what we truly are, the soul powering this physical body. Like, yo, the things are not what it always appears to be. You know, there's layers to it. I say it all the time. Like, yo, you get an onion, you peel one layer off, it's another layer under it. Everything like that is here. If everything's like that here, your skin, peel that off, man. I'm whiter than some of these so-called white folks out here under there. It's layers to it. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, I'm just beating a dead horse. Soon y'all gonna be coming forward. Maybe if y'all like this, I'll do a little bit more reading out of this here and there. And yeah, get back on here, explain some more of the physics and the spirituality, because that's my thing, y'all. I like the science and I like the spirituality, and in my world, they're not separate. Yo, spirit, light, body, y'all talk on forward, man. Much love, y'all. Wholeness. I gotta figure out how to get off this thing. How you end this? Oh, I guess that.